For anyone that wants to know, this is what happened to me in January 2022. My uncle passed in December. Yeah, not January, but it still hit me hard. He was my granddad's brother, but I always called him my Uncle Mick. We did a few jobs together, and he was always very nice to me. He was very supportive of the actual things I did in my life. Like, I remember that when I did the 21 push-up challenge for the military suicide awareness, I posted that on my social media, all of the progress I did on that, and he was very vocally proud of me for that. And he was always proud of me for the things that I did. Things I did with my girlfriend and her child and my son. And there are people in my life that were physically close to me that didn't even notice those things. But my Uncle Mick did. A guy who kind of didn't even know me, but he was always supportive of the success of my life. So seeing him go was hard. I haven't been at a funeral in a long time, and when I went to the funerals before, I wasn't the kind of guy to come up front, no matter if I knew the person deeply or not. I would just pay my respects from the back or a corner and then leave. But this time it felt like it was time for a change. My Uncle Mick's family was very warm to me, something I'm not exactly used to. They said that he spoke very fondly of me. It was a new experience. I still feel I miss my Uncle Mick. It makes me wish I spent more time with him. But I'm going to keep trying to do better in my life, to share that better, whether the people close enough to me notice it or not. He always made me feel proud for me being me. So I might as well be proud of me being me. So Donna got me this board game that I was kind of hinting at really hard for her to get me for Christmas. It was called Hunt a Killer. I like mysteries, and this was right up my alley. So I did what I always wanted to do, make a crime board, as you can see over there. Now that I have some rough experience with co-oping games, which is working with other people, I kind of wanted to be sure I picked someone that I felt that we wouldn't bump heads or lose the fun of the game. So after a little convincing, I got my coworker A to join me in the mystery of death at a dive bar. And it was fun. Even made a short video about it, which you can possibly click here if it's YouTube, or your social media, just go back to a post or two and you'll probably see it. So in the beginning of the month, 2 people who I knew personally got COVID. And them having COVID was really weird because I interacted with them in the beginning of the month. We were in the same place, kind of doing the same thing. Obviously, I'm not going to say their names or say who they are, but needless to say, if they got it, well, I got it too. At least that's what I thought. Went to go get tested at the nearest clinic, which took 2 hours for a 15-minute test, by the way. Then I had to wait. The machine that tested COVID was down and they had to send the test out. So I still quarantined myself for days just to be on the safe side, until I found out that I didn't have COVID, which was awesome, but weird. Like I just dodged a bullet. I went to go see my girlfriend on the turn of the year. I didn't want to miss that because the previous year I was with her too. I kind of wanted to make that a thing. I think that was important. To be able to start the year the same way I ended it, with her. And to me, that was still kind of worth it all. Don't worry, she didn't get COVID because obviously I didn't have COVID. I didn't know that at the time, and I took all the precautions even though I didn't know. But yeah, everybody's good. And it was a fun time to be able to spend the ball drop with her. Even kind of kiss through masks. And more good news. The 2 people I talked about before who had COVID, they got over it, even after a stitch of ammonia. And I'm happy that they got over it. Kind of sad that they got over it, because when they had it, we actually talked. We messaged each other. We talked more than we ever did in the past. Really. Granted, things went back to normal once they got better. I'll take the good when I can get it. Okay, so my car, let's say, hasn't been drivable this month. It runs, but it's been out of commission since the beginning of the month. Which sucks for a guy that's only real personal happy time is when he's driving. Also, since driving is not only my main side hustle, both recreational and otherwise, being grounded really sucks. Now, I had another plan months ago. However, so much red tape because of special circumstances has it very much delayed at virtually every and each step. But as frustrating as that is, I'd much rather go through a process than the word of other people, because the one has let me down way more often than the other one. So another opportunity came up only recently that might at least get my current car, Gene, to be drivable. So here in a few days, I won't be grounded anymore. I'll be able to be free once more, which is great. It's a great feeling. I'm very excited for it. All right, Donna and I have started going on date nights for a few months now. And this month, her parents invited us to a luncheon with them. Now, I'm not 100% great in public settings, but with Donna and her folks, I can say that my experience was not bad at it, actually. I only had minimal paranoid episodes, which is still progress. Regardless, though, it was fun spending time with them, and nice to know that they actually wanted to, it was nice for them to want to spend time with me. So my 4th visitation with my son, which happened in January, the end of, was freaking amazing, guys. All right, so we mined fool's gold together, right? We made paper airplanes for the first time. He really didn't know, and I learned new ways to do it. We ate apple slices together. We played Connect 4 and checkers. Let me tell you, he's smart beyond my own, just looking, I'm like, yo, he's able to figure things out. Yeah, granted, he didn't beat me. I think he beat me one time in Connect 4, and that was only because I noticed it after I won. Sometimes I'm just amazed about the kind of man he's gonna grow up to be. And I'm kind of glad that I'm helping with that. But sometimes I feel that I am also lagging as a father or dad. And I know that I want more with him. I strive for more with my son. I try to spend more time. I try to influence him better, to guide him into a right direction. And seeing him and interacting with him more definitely helps push me forward in the right direction. He's truly an amazing kid, and he's gonna grow into something simply fantastically amazing. I can see it now. Okay, that is everything that has happened in January, and I know that I probably missed quite a few things, and I have left out a couple things, but even things that I know that I still want to do are kind of still in the works. I still want to do a New Year's resolution video. Don't worry, I already started my New Year's resolutions. I just haven't really made a video about it yet, and that's only because time is not as infinite as I would like it to be. Oh, and a recap of all the things that were pretty awesome in 2021 that might give better insights on what I've been up to and what I've been doing. But for now, that's all you guys get. So until next month, you guys, remember that sometimes the people you love need a reminder that you love them. Don't skip out on that. I love you guys. Until next month. Later.